What's going on, people? The worst thing about dieting is that you can't eat no bread, you can't eat no potatoes, you can't eat no french fries, you can't eat no fried stuff, all stuff that's breaded. I want my carbs, I want my carbs. And I'm not really a pizza fan. I do like pizza, but my wife really likes it. But we're gonna try a low-calorie pizza today, made out of cauliflower, parmesan cheese, and an egg. That's going to make the crust, and then we'll add our own toppings. And I want you to watch me as I do this. Alrighty, those are the three ingredients, and I found these Eat Smart cauliflower rice in the grocery store. You would normally take some cauliflower heads, just the flowerets. You would just take those and kind of crush them up. But this comes pre-crushed, so that's going to make it a lot easier. Then you got your parmesan cheese, and then you've got your this right here is egg stirs. This is just an egg white product, and I found that it kind of substitutes for eggs and kind of makes the calorie count a little bit lower. Okay, we've got 2 cups of the cauliflower rice. We've got 1 cup of parmesan cheese, and we've got 1/4 of a cup of the egg substitute. Now, cauliflower has a lot of moisture in it, so we don't want all that moisture in it because it'll make our so-called crust kind of soggy. So we don't want that. So we're going to put this in the frying pan that's kind of on low. Nothing's in it. And we're just going to kind of cook it slow. I've got it on about 2, 3 or so. Again, we're going to cook it slow. And then we'll come back. You'll start to see the moisture coming out of it, but you can hear it sizzling now. We don't want it to burn, so we don't want it. We want it to stay the color that it is right now. Okay, you can't even hear it sizzling, but you can still see it steaming a little bit. So we're just going to let that continue to cook. Again, you don't want to do it on high because you don't want it to brown. You just want to get all that moisture out of the cauliflower. Alright, we'll come back when it's a little bit more drier. Alrighty, that looks moist enough. Now we're going to sit this to the side and let it cool because you don't want to mix it in with the eggs and the parmesan cheese because it'll cook the egg. So we're going to let it cool for a few minutes. Alrighty, while we're letting that cool, we'll go ahead and add our parmesan cheese. That's 1 cup. And we will add as I spill a little bit of the egg, add our egg here, egg substitute. We're going to mix that together. Kind of hard to do it with the camera in one hand, so I'll come back. Alrighty, it has cooled down, so we're going to add this to our egg mixture. Alright, I got it all mixed up here, and I'm going to put this on a baking pan on parchment paper. Alrighty, this is what it looks like when you put it out on the parchment paper, which it looks just absolutely horrible. But we're going to shape this in the form of a circle. And we don't want it too flat, but we don't want it too thick either. I've got it out, got it patted out, kind of smooth. It's a small pizza. It's kind of like I guess it's about 6-7 inches all the way around. But I've got the edges a little bit thicker, and we're gonna pop this in the oven and see what it turns out. Okay, I preheated the oven to 400 degrees. 400 degrees. And we're going to let that cook for about 20 minutes. And just so you know, I went back and trimmed the parchment paper so you wouldn't be like, this fool's about to burn his house down. Right here, our timer's just gone off, and it looks good. I want it to cook a little bit longer and let it get a little bit darker. So I guess it depends on the temperature of your oven. But it's almost kind of perfect. But let's let it cook another 10 minutes. Okay, now let's look at it here. Oh yeah, that's much better. That is much better. Let's take it out. Okay, that's kind of what you want. You want the edges to be kind of brown somewhat. You don't want it to be black, and you want it to be kind of uniform color. That looks good. You don't want it to look like it's got a bunch of cauliflower in it either. You want it to kind of have that bread appearance. So that looks good. So we're going to let it cool down for a little while before we put the toppings on it. Okay, it's not without its drawbacks. Even though the top part looks good, the bottom part was kind of stuck to the parchment paper. Now it's a really good piece. Now look, that right there is cauliflower, and that's pretty good. That's strong. So there's got to be something that I'm missing when I'm doing this, but I think it'll still come out good. I'm going to spray this pizza pan right here, and we're going to put our sauces on it. Okay, what I did was I kind of sprayed it, and I turned it over on the other side. This is the cook side right here. I turned it over on this other side. We're going to see what it comes out. This is an experiment. My last one didn't come out like this, but you can always experiment with food, guys. Now, the first topping I put up there was some homemade salsa. I made this back this summer. It's made out of tomatoes and bell peppers and onions and garlic. So it's all homemade. Next, I put some turkey pepperoni on it. Then I put some chicken meatballs on it. These are Italian style. These are Adele's Italian style. Camera will focus here. Then we're just going to throw some cheese on it. Okay, then we threw some mild cheddar cheese on it. Then it goes back in the oven for about 10-15 minutes till it's nice and gooey, because the meat's really already done. We just got to melt the cheese. And this is the finished product. The cauliflower pizza, pepperoni and sausage and cheese pizza. It looks delicious. Has a few little drawbacks, but I think it'll come out good. And it's healthy. We'll see you the next time.